Hey guys, welcome back to Celeb Top. Today we'll talk about why Trump won't ban TikTok. Let's head into it. Why is the Trump administration worried about TikTok?
And underscoring a point he has made before, which is that he wants the U.S. government to get a cut of any transaction involving TikTok. Here's what the president just said.
TikTok has drawn the attention of the Trump administration as well as other parts of the government because of concerns it scoops up information on Americans that could be turned over to the Chinese government. The U.S. Army and Navy have banned service members from downloading the app to government-issued phones. Both the U.S. House of Representatives and the Senate voted to prohibit the use of TikTok on all government-issued phones. Two senators have also requested that the Department of Justice open an investigation of TikTok, as well as video conferencing app Zoom. The concern stems in part from the perceived inability of Chinese companies to reject requests from China's ruling Communist Party to access user data. China critics often cite a 2017 law that requires its companies and citizens to comply with all matters of national security. TikTok says all U.S. user data is stored in the U.S. with a backup in Singapore. TikTok also says none of its data is subject to Chinese law. The statements didn't satisfy the Trump administration. TikTok automatically captures vast swaths of information from its users, including internet and other network activity information, such as location data and browsing and search histories. The president's initial executive order reads, "This data collection threatens to allow the Chinese Communist Party access to Americans' personal and proprietary information, potentially allowing China to track the locations of federal employees and contractors, build dossiers of personal information for blackmail, and conduct corporate espionage." TikTok's access to U.S. users' data may well be worth investigating. There will always be concerns when apps from foreign companies collect large amounts of user data, said tech policy expert Betsy Cooper, director of the Aspen Policy Hub. But she added, it's unclear how much effort the administration will put into actually investigating the seriousness of the specific security concerns with the app versus using this as a threat for broader geopolitical leverage. Intelligence agencies have determined Chinese authorities could collect data through TikTok, but there is no evidence that they have done so, according to the New York Times. The Wall Street Journal found that the TikTok app for Android surreptitiously collected device identifiers known as MAC addresses, though the practice ended in November. What has TikTok done to address these concerns?
President Trump is making good on his threat to crack down on two popular Chinese-owned social media apps. He's signed executive orders banning.
The company's blog post following the initial executive order spells out TikTok's objections. "We have made clear that TikTok has never shared user data with the Chinese government, nor censored content at its request. In fact, we make our moderation guidelines and algorithm source code available in our Transparency Center, which is a level of accountability no peer company has committed to," TikTok said. "We even expressed our willingness to pursue a full sale of the U.S. business to an American company." TikTok has emphasized its ties to the U.S. and its independence from China. On July 29th, TikTok CEO Kevin Mayer, an American, promised more transparency around how the app works, including making its algorithm available to experts. He called on other companies to do the same thing. Following comments by Trump on July 31st about a TikTok ban, the company proposed selling the U.S. operations to an American company. That would put the data of TikTok's users in the hands of a domestic company. Still, the app's far-flung creators are clearly nervous about its future. Many are encouraging their followers to migrate with them to other platforms such as YouTube and Facebook-owned Instagram. Instagram recently launched a new feature called Reels, designed to compete with TikTok and attract creators. TikTok hilariously trolled Instagram with a well-timed tweet on the day of the launch. Can the U.S. make ByteDance sell its U.S. operations?
We're looking at TikTok. We may be banning TikTok. We may be doing some other things. There are a couple of options, but a lot of things are happening.
A government panel called the Committee on Foreign Investment in the United States reviews investments by foreign companies in the U.S. for national security risks. If it sees a red flag, the president can block the deal or ask for changes to it. The CFIUS panel was investigating TikTok because ByteDance got its foothold in the U.S. by purchasing Musical.ly in 2017 for $800 million. That business was subsequently rebranded as TikTok and became the sensation that swept up the U.S. teens. The CFIUS investigation to TikTok was the first reported case in November 2019. Today, the president issued an order prohibiting the transaction that resulted in the acquisition of Musical.ly, now known as TikTok, by the Chinese company ByteDance. Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin, who chairs the panel, said in a statement after the second executive order, "The order directs ByteDance to divest all interests and rights in any assets or property used to enable or support the operation of TikTok in the United States and any data obtained or derived from TikTok or Musical.ly users in the United States." There's recent precedent for Chinese companies selling off sections of their businesses. In March, Chinese company Kunlun agreed to sell its controlling stake in gay dating app Grindr after the committee raised national security concerns. What's the status on the sale of TikTok?
TikTok users may well be President Trump's latest adversary after fewer than 7,000 people attended his weekend campaign.
The situation has changed almost as quickly as videos scroll on the app. Microsoft has acknowledged that it's pursuing a deal for TikTok's operations in the US, Australia, Canada, and New Zealand. The deal, however, might be larger, according to the Financial Times, which reported the software giant might also be interested in purchasing all of TikTok's global operations. TikTok isn't available in China, where a sister app is used. A deal could be worth between $10 billion and $30 billion, according to CNBC. The large price range may reflect the different proposed deal structures. The initial executive order left open to the prospect of Microsoft reaching an agreement since it didn't go into effect until September. The follow-on order doubled the amount of time until the deadline for a sale. The president has suggested the U.S. should receive a portion of the transaction price if a deal is struck. It's unclear whether the government has the authority to request such a payment. Other companies, including Apple, Twitter, and Oracle, are also reportedly interested, though it's unclear how seriously they might pursue a deal. Alphabet, Google's parent company, has also considered purchasing a small stake in TikTok as part of a group bid, but that effort has fizzled, Bloomberg reported. Alphabet hasn't ruled out any future bids for TikTok. Will Trump's actions take away TikTok?
You want to see me do a TikTok dance, baby? You like that, baby?
The government could require Apple or Google to pull TikTok from their app stores, but the companies would likely put up a fight. Apple and Google didn't respond to a request for a comment on the initial executive order. The tech company will be very hesitant to go along with this app ban, said Wayne Lamb, an independent technology analyst. It sets a precedent for the government to ban other apps or even for global apps to be inaccessible to the US market. Even if the app does disappear from app stores, users can install apps on Android devices without downloading them from the Google Play Store, said Carolina Milanesi, a tech analyst at Creative Strategies. I don't know how at that point you police that, Milanesi said. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you never miss out on any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.